Imagine spending months planning for one of the most important days of your life, only to show up and find nothing. No beautiful kimono, no ceremonial outfit, just an empty shop and a very empty wallet. Unfortunately, this nightmare scenario has become all too real for many young Japanese women and men celebrating Coming of Age Day. And for all you tourists, wait until the end of this video for some information about how this can affect you as well. Coming of Age Day, or Seijin no Hi, has deep historical roots in Japan that trace back to ancient customs. During the Nara period, around 714 AD, a ceremony called Genpuku marked a young noble's transition into adulthood. Young men would change their hairstyles from childhood forelocks to adult top knots and don adult clothing for the first time. Young women underwent a similar ceremony called mogi, where they would change from girlhood clothes to adult women's garments and style their hair in adult fashion. During the Edo period, these coming-of-age traditions became more widespread among common people. Boys typically celebrated around age 15, while girls marked their transition between ages 13 and 16. The ceremonies varied by region and social class, but they all shared the core meaning of recognizing the transition into adulthood. The modern incarnation of Coming of Age Day was established in 1948, when January 15th was designated as a national holiday to honor all young people who had turned 20 in the previous year. In 2000, as part of Japan's Happy Monday system to create more 3-day weekends, the holiday was moved to the second Monday in January. Today's celebrations blend ancient traditions with modern customs. The day begins early for many young women, who often wake before dawn to visit hair salons and dress in elaborate furisode kimono, the most formal style of kimono with long, sweeping sleeves that symbolize unmarried status. Young men typically wear hakama and haori, traditional male formal wear, or Western-style suits. The central event occurs at local city halls and ward offices across Japan, where government officials conduct solemn ceremonies welcoming the new adults into society. These ceremonies include speeches from local officials and representatives of the new adults themselves, often reflecting on their responsibilities and aspirations. After the official ceremonies, many new adults visit nearby shrines or temples with family and friends for traditional blessings. The afternoon and evening typically transform into more jovial celebrations. Former middle school and high school classmates often reunite for parties and photo sessions. Since 20 is the legal drinking age in Japan, many celebrate their new status with their first legal drink. In recent years, social media has become filled with photos of young people in their formal wear, sometimes posing in playful or dramatic contrast to their elegant attire. However, the tradition faces modern challenges. The number of participants has been declining due to Japan's aging population and changing youth attitudes. In 2022, Japan lowered the legal age of adulthood to 18 for many purposes, though the coming-of-age ceremonies continue to be held for 20-year-olds. Some municipalities have experimented with holding additional ceremonies for 18-year-olds, though these haven't widely caught on. The cost of participation has also become a significant issue. While some young people inherit kimonos from family members or purchase them as lifetime investments, rental has become increasingly common due to the high cost of formal wear. A full formal kimono set can cost upwards of 1 million yen, making rental an attractive option for most. Despite these challenges, Coming of Age Day remains a significant cultural touchstone in Japan, marking not just a legal transition, but a psychological and social one as well. It serves as a reminder of the responsibilities of adulthood while celebrating the vitality and potential of youth, bridging ancient traditions with contemporary Japanese society. But where there's tradition and money, there are unfortunately people ready to exploit it. Enter the kimono rental scammers, the plague of coming-of-age day. Let's talk about some real cases. One of the best-known scandals was the Harenohi Scandal. Picture this, January 8th, 2018, Yokohama. Hundreds of young women show up at Harenohi, a popular kimono rental shop, excited for their big day. Instead, they find locked doors and a handwritten sign, "Closed for business." This wasn't just one shop. Harenohi, a company with locations in Tokyo, Yokohama, and Hachioji, had vanished overnight, taking with it over 2,500 customer deposits, which amounted to an estimated 400,000 yen per customer, and countless dreams of a perfect celebration and photos with friends and families. One victim, Ayumi Suzuki, shared, "I showed up at 5 a.m., ready for my hair appointment. Instead, I spent my coming-of-age day in tears wearing jeans." Police received more than 700 complaints after Harenohi halted its operations on January 8th, and its managers disappeared just before the ceremonies. In response to the situation, kimono rental companies, photographers, and individuals on social media offered support to many of the new adults that were scammed. Kimono Hearts, which rents and sells kimono, offered to provide free kimono and assistance in putting them on to anyone who could prove that they had a contract with Harenohi for that year. "It's such a sad thing," Kimono Hearts president Hiroyuki Fujibayashi told NHK. "This is something that should never happen. We would like to offer our support to all people who have suffered as a result of this." Harenohi, established in October 2008, had stores in Yokohama, as well as various parts of Tokyo and Ibaraki, and even in Fukuoka. All the stores were closed and the president's whereabouts were immediately unknown. The company was reported to have more than 600 million yen in debts, according to a credit research company. Soon after that, the Yokohama District Court decided to start bankruptcy proceedings for the company. At a press conference in Yokohama, the bankruptcy petition's attorney revealed that the company's debt of approximately 635 million yen was expected to eventually reach 1 billion yen. At the press conference, the president, Yoichiro Shinosaki, made his first public appearance since the problem came to light and offered an apology. For a different kind of scam, a rental shop in Osaka's trendy Shinsaibashi district in 2020 advertised premium furisode rentals, 20,000 yen. Spoiler alert if it sounds too good to be true. When customers arrived to pick up their rental kimonos, they were shocked to find out there were additional charges added to their bills. There were sudden premium charges, required insurance fees, special handling costs, and my personal favorite, a seasonal adjustment fee. The final bill? On average, it came out to around 150,000 yen. That's a big difference from the advertised 20,000 yen. Talk about hidden fees. The renters were stuck between a rock and a hard place. There would have been no time or availability to search out other last-minute kimono rentals. These scammers are clever. They know exactly how to exploit the coming-of-age day situation. They know that timing is everything. Renters come the day or night before to pick up their kimonos, and victims have no time to find alternatives. Their emotional pressure is also at its peak, and they are easier to take advantage of. In the age of Instagram and TikTok, looking perfect is everything for young people. Scammers know this and use it to their advantage. Leaving large deposits for renting kimonos are normal in the industry, with many shops requiring payment months in advance. And of course, cash payments are often encouraged. Red flag alert. So, how can you avoid becoming another statistic? Police suggest that you Research like a detective. Make sure you check reviews obsessively. Look for physical stores with long histories and ask local friends and family for recommendations. Document everything. Make sure you get contracts in writing. Take photos of the shop and staff, and of course, keep all receipts. Use credit cards, because sometimes the best tradition is having a good old chargeback option. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with you? Most of the people watching this video won't be having their coming of age day in Japan, but tourist-focused kimono rental scams have become increasingly common in popular destinations like Kyoto, particularly around areas like Kiyomizu-dera Temple and Gion. Some of the most common tactics include charging hidden fees after tourists are already dressed, making them feel pressured to pay. Switching advertised high-quality kimonos for cheap polyester versions, and taking mandatory deposits for non-existent insurance or damage protection. A particularly notorious case occurred in Kyoto's Higashiyama district in 2019, where a pop-up rental shop advertised authentic silk kimonos for 3,000 yen, but tourists were hit with various surcharges like traditional fitting fees, special photo location access, and traditional footwear cleaning deposits, often totaling over 30,000 yen. By the time tourists realized the scam, they were already dressed and often running late for their scheduled activities. To avoid these scams, tourists are advised to book through their hotels or established rental shops with clear pricing policies. The Kyoto Convention and Visitors Bureau maintains a list of verified kimono rental shops, and legitimate businesses typically have transparent pricing displayed in multiple languages. Coming of Age Day and renting kimonos are a beautiful tradition and fantastic experience that deserves better than scammers trying to ruin it. After all, becoming an adult or being a tourist in a land where almost no English is spoken is hard enough without someone stealing your kimono money. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting tidbits from Japan.